everyone, I am Debbie with Rescue Dogs 101, and each week of 2020 I decided that I'm going to choose one question per week from the Rescue Dogs 101 community. So our first week's question is about a dog that's afraid of loud noises. So I'm going to go ahead and read you the question that I received from Rhonda, and then I'm going to discuss the answer to her question. So here it goes. Billy was adopted last February from a shelter. He is afraid of a lot. If our house cracks, he runs into the bedroom to hide. Fireworks and thunderstorms and gunshots are a nightmare. If we are out walking, he goes into flight mode, and since he's always on a leash, we have to run home. On the flip side, he also decides when he's not moving forward in a walk. He stops and digs his heels in, and that's it. We have to change direction. He was like this when we brought him home, but he got better for a while, and now the behavior's back. He doesn't want to go up the driveway, but once we get to a certain point, he comes along just fine. Or he runs up the driveway because of the fear issues I listed above. All right, first, Rhonda, thank you so much for your question. I know you're not alone in this. There are so many rescue dogs that are afraid of various things, and thunderstorms and gunshots and fireworks are probably on top of the list of most of them. So my first thoughts is that Billy was probably not properly socialized as a puppy. And this is why a lot of rescue dogs have this issue, is because puppies they go through a certain number of fear periods during when they grow up. And if a puppy's not exposed to these situations during this fear period in a positive manner, then he's going to grow up being afraid of them because he doesn't know any better. Or if he's never seen or heard, fireworks or thunderstorms, then it's totally unknown to him. It's so new that he, of course, is going to be afraid of it. Wouldn't you be if you've never heard it before? I'm just looking here because I've got several notes that I'm going to be looking back and forth to make sure I don't forget anything. So if you're wondering if I'm moving back and forth, that's why. I do suggest trying calming products with Billy, because a lot of times that will just help take the edge off just enough that some of the situations I'm going to talk about next will help. Trying compression vest, like food supplements also help, essential oils, and DAP collars also work. And of course, every dog is unique, so what works for one dog may not work for Billy. So you're going to need to experiment what works with your dog. And I do have a list of recommendation of products that I do recommend on the blog post. And then in your situation, you're going to need to work on desensitization and counter conditioning him. This means that you're going to gradually expose Billy to what he's afraid of. Start with a very low level, and you're going to build up to the things that are scary. Now you're going to do this very slowly, and at every interval, your dog should be comfortable. You never want him to be afraid at any point of this counter conditioning. So, for example, your dog Billy is afraid of fireworks and thunderstorms and gunshots. So I would start with possibly the thunderstorms or the fireworks sounds, and you're going to find a recording of this. You're going to start by playing the sounds at a very, very low volume, almost like a level 1, like if you're, turning the knob on a stereo, level 1, and make sure he's not reacting to it. You want to go down to the lowest volume without a reaction. And then you can use this time as you're playing this sound with Billy. He's relaxed. You can play with him. You can pet him. You can sit on the couch and massage him. You can play a game. You can take this time to do a little bit of treat training and just have some fun with it. And then once you're sure he's comfortable at that level, you're going to turn up just one more notch, ever so slightly, and then do the same thing and repeat it. And again, once he's comfortable at that level for a day, then you're going to notch it up another one. And you're going to keep doing this until he doesn't care about the sound anymore. Now make sure you find a realistic recording of this, because you want it to really sound like it's real, not just something fake that doesn't mean anything to him. All right, so on the walking refusal, there's a lot of things that can go in this, and Billy's situation, it's obvious that part of it's because of his fears. So I'm hoping that you're not walking him during anything that he's like loud noises, during the thunderstorm or fireworks or gunshots. Anytime, just stay inside during those moments that you know that's going to happen. Now, obviously, it's going to take time for the desensitization steps that I'm explained above. And so you still need to walk him. I get that. So you're going to take that time and, like just avoiding that, and then taking the time when the sounds are quiet outside to reinforce and make the walk super fun. So you can use treats or praise or toys, whatever makes Billy excited and happy. You want to use that to make the walking even better. Like it's the best thing in the world for him. Now, if he's digging his heels in, like you're saying, and won't move, then use whatever that is. So I'm going to use treats in this example. If he's not treat motivated, then use a toy or use praise, whatever it may be. So you would toss a treat a foot away, just enough for him to move a foot, to get that movement forward, to unlock his brain of whatever he's thinking is making him freeze in that situation. So a treat, if it needs to be a couple inches, that's fine too. Just whatever it takes, even to just the movement of the body, and get him going and praise him and make it exciting, and just keep doing this slowly. You're going to have a lot of patience with him. He obviously was not trained as a puppy to walk properly, probably. And so just be patient with him and make it fun. And eventually he's going to just keep moving and moving and moving. So I really hope that some of these tips will help Billy become a more confident pup. And just, like I said, remember, be patient. It takes time to overcome our fears as people, as dogs. It doesn't happen overnight. Obviously, you know that. And then just put yourself in your dog's paws. Think about how he feels. Even if it's irrational to you, it doesn't feel that way to him. Think about something that you're afraid of, that your husband or wife or friends think that you're crazy for being afraid of that. In your mind, it's real. It's something that you're afraid of, and that's how your dog's feeling. So lots of patience and time, and hopefully Billy will overcome his fears. So thank you for listening. And like I said, each week I'm going to be choosing a different question. Now I've got January already filled, but if you have another question that's eating you away that your dog is wanting you to ask, please leave a comment below below this video, and I will add it to my list to answer in the next coming weeks. Have a great day.